And we are live. Happy New Year, my lovely followers. Happy New Year, lovely people watching us this morning. I'm here today with my lovely sister, all the way from Bedford in the United Kingdom, Sis Tolu. But before I hand over to her, I would introduce myself. So, my name is Lillian Uluwakuide. I am a mom of two. I am a statistician, and I'm also a proud digital business owner. I'm originally from Nigeria, but now live in the United Kingdom. And of course, I'm married. So over to you, Sister Tolu, to kind of like introduce yourself for your viewers.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year to you all. And I'm sure we're going to have a blast in this new year by God's grace. So,
Yes.
yes, my name is Tolu Shomade. I live in the UK, originally from Nigeria as well. I'm a Yoruba girl. Um, and I work within the civil service as a policy officer. I'm a wife and mom to two lovely boys, keeping me on my toes all the time. And yeah, and also I run my digital business, which I've been doing for about 2 years now, which we thank God. So yes, here we are today, coming live to you on the first day of the year. I'm sure this is very, very instructive because I'm sure you find value in this. And beginning of the year, we all try to start something different. We write our goals, we write our vision, and we all want to achieve something in the new year. So we just felt, why not? Let's just have this chat and see how it goes. So yes, over to you,
Absolutely.
Lillian. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sister Tolu. You're a civil servant. I am one as well.
Are you
Ooh.
serious? Oh wow.
Yes.
Well, we need to pick that up afterwards.
Yeah, we need to pick that up screen.
Who knows whether we're in the same building? Who knows?
I know.
Such
But
a
yes,
serious.
thank you so much, Tolu, for such a lovely introduction. I'm sure that your viewers, both new and old, are happy to see you come live and see your face again, your beautiful face on the New Year's Day. This is so
Absolutely.
amazing. So the idea, as she said, is to just have a conversation about this business and about it's an amazing opportunity. So I'm going to start by I'm going to start the kick the ball rolling and start by sharing with my audience and viewers why I decided to join this business. So, the first thing is COVID happened, and
Hmm.
when COVID happened, it just hit on me the sudden realization that life is can be short, and life is just like just a flick of your finger and it's all gone. And I think that realization made me start thinking, oh my goodness, what would I say
Hmm.
I have achieved if
Hmm.
it comes? Or how would I say I've lived my life if it comes? There surely must be more to life than the 9 to 5 cycle. And
It's
that
true.
really led me to start thinking about what to do.
Hmm.
Um, as I introduced myself, I did say I work full time. I'm a
Hmm.
statistician by profession. So, of course, everyone knows that working full time can be quite demanding. And then when you have children, you have a family to look after, and trying to also build your career, it feels like there's no time. So,
Absolutely.
I started really looking for what to do.
Hmm.
So, but that's one of the reasons why I decided to do this business, to try to see if I can live life at full zest. Let me put it that way.
Yes.
The second thing
Absolutely.
is the children. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness, my children are growing too fast. Like, I don't know. I'm struggling to keep up.
Can we slow it down a bit? This stage at where they're growing.
They're growing so fast. As much as I want them to grow, it's so fast that my income is not growing as fast
Hmm.
as they are growing.
Tell me about it.
So that's the second reason. And then the third reason is retirement.
Hmm.
So at work, they did try to encourage us to attend something to talk about our pension. And for many years, I ignored it. And then suddenly,
Hmm.
around the COVID era, I decided to actually pay a little bit of attention. I thought, let me have a look and see
Hmm.
they've been telling me. And then I looked at my pension and I was sad simply
No.
because the life I envisioned for myself at retirement, I didn't believe that my pension would be able to give me that kind of life. And then I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, I really do need to do something. I wanted to retire. On TV, they advertise old people on boat cruises, Oh, that's what I want. I want
You
to
can
enjoy
already
this.
see yourself on that
I'm
cruise,
seeing
can't you?
myself there. But when I look at my pension, I say, though, the price they are announcing on the TV is not going to, the one I'm seeing in this spot is not going to cover it though. Hey, God, what am I
Oh,
going
oh
to
my
do?
God.
So, those were my three reasons why I decided to do this business, to do a business. And then to
Mm,
do this online business was simply because I just wanted something flexible. And online business is quite flexible. We'll talk about that later.
mm,
I'm going to pass
mm.
on to my sister Tolu to tell you why. Why did you decide to do this business?
Honestly, it's just similar to yours. Everything you said, you saw me nodding and smiling because that's exactly all similar to what you said. Firstly, when I started looking for a business, not because, all my life I've worked in the civil service, different sector and different departments moving around. Why? Because there is a bit of job security within the civil service within the UK. We know that. And so they can't wake up tomorrow and just say, pack your loads. At least they'll give you notice. So
Yeah.
there's that job security. And um, when the children were younger, it worked really well for me. And particularly when you're talking about childcare and all of that, it was quite flexible. I
Yeah.
could work with my husband. Someone dropped them off, you pick them up. We were able to move things around, and I was more flexible because of my work. So it worked really well at the time. But as the kids are getting older, you start thinking, okay, then they're teenage years now. My older one will, by God's grace, will be going to be in a new year now. We're looking at university by the end of this year.
Wow.
And COVID happened, like you said, and things started looking so different. And, we go to the office every day before COVID. But then after COVID, when COVID happened, we're working from home. We're doing everything we needed to do online, shopping, ordering food, just about anything, doctor's appointment, everything online. And I'm not a business oriented person from start. So I started dabbling into few things, hosting parties. That was even before COVID. Friends will tell you about it. Okay, seems reasonable. Let me try. But the flame will die at some point. And if I find another thing, it's the same set of people I have to keep going back to. So I just felt, what's going on here? I want to do something. So when COVID happened and opened our eyes to the opportunities within the online space, it just felt right that I want something that I can do that will be flexible enough for myself. I can watch it grow. I can build it. I can learn. I can grow with it. It was just a breath of fresh air. And that's why I started looking because, yes, there are millions of businesses online during COVID. I was saying to someone that I did makeup during COVID as well. Just to while away the time they were teaching. I'm like, what exactly am I doing here? But I paid for it. And those are the kind of things you think you paid for it. You can imagine the amount of people paying for it all over the world just to, we're all at home. So, yeah. And so I felt I would do that to put something towards our family pots. Yes, we have the jobs, which will go far to pay the bills and all of that. But at the end of the day, we all want more in life. So,
Yes.
and my children was also one big thing there because, here in the UK, they can go to at least their schooling. They get the basic schooling, which is fine. But then if you want more, and then university years as well, there's the school, there's the student loan that they can take, isn't it? That's fine. But at the end of the day, it's a loan. It's a burden they've been that's been thrust upon them even before they understand what, you know, what's it called now? Before they understand what debts and all of that is, they just find themselves in it. So, and those are the kind of things I started looking at that if I can be able to raise something to help towards this, why not? I have a student loan. I did my master's here. So I know it's not burdensome how they take the student loan, but at the end of the day, it's still a loan. So I felt I want to do something more to start saving towards that. And then that's when the retirement thing came in. When you said you looked at it, I looked at mine as well. And I was shocked because I had a friend that was close to retirement in my previous place of work. And he was looking at all his retirements, was really, it was really towards that time, it was very conscientious. Every year when he comes, he will look at it, he will, but I wasn't really bothered. I felt still way down the line. Why am I bothering myself? But then there was, I actually sat down, I looked at it, and I was close to tears that seriously, this won't go far. This won't even support me alone. Not to talk of, the charity work that I want to do, people you want to help. It just wouldn't go far. So that's how I found myself. I knew I needed to do something. And that's how I did my due diligence. I found this business, which has been my, baby ever since. So yes, oh gosh, I've waffled away now.
Oh
All right.
no, I mean it is lovely to share that because people need to know that there is a reason behind
Yes,
you starting something and they want to just know
absolutely.
what your reasons were. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have visions, and it's what do we do to make them materialize? And I
That's
think
right.
that's what it is, which you've just described. You described your goals and vision, and someone out there might resonate with it, and
Exactly.
might be the push they need to just take action. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
but thank you very much for sharing your reasons for joining the business or for even doing the online business. I really resonated with your children thing because at the end of the day, you want more. You want to give them the best
Yeah.
that you can. You want to also, whilst you're giving them that best, you're enjoying living. So there's a
Exactly.
difference between passing through life and actually enjoying living.
Joining,
And
living.
really, at this, when you reflect, you think, oh, I'm just living from 9 to 5, paycheck to paycheck. Is this what life
Mm,
is all
mm,
about? And you just suddenly want more for yourself,
that's
and
right.
then you begin to look for what to do.
That's
So,
true.
but anyway, we should move on to the next thing. So I'm going to ask
Exactly.
you a question. Maybe that would even help people to even
Mm.
understand business a little bit more better. So, what are the questions that you had in mind before starting this business? Like, what were those things that bothered you before you started the business, and how have you found it now since you started the business?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not one of those that is business. I'm not business oriented one. I'm not that technical savvy. So all I know, scroll through social media, do your thing, do the gossip, put few comments, post a few things and leave. That's the basic. And then the usual, I can find my way along around basic, how will I put it now? How do we call it? I can just do the
WhatsApp,
basic. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's just what I was comfortable doing. But I know I have the capability to learn. So that one, there's no problem with that. And so when I started thinking of doing a business, I knew straight away that I don't want to do the traditional business. I don't want to be chasing people around. Those ones were set for me because I've more or less used all my links. I've reached out to people. I even finished one. I did one during COVID. It didn't work. It was a group of friends. It didn't end nicely at the end. So
Oh,
I knew I don't want to be reaching out to people like that. I just want to reach out when I put my business out there. Whoever resonates with it, come to me. We have the chat. No struggle, no problem. If you want to join, that's fine. If you don't want to, no problem. So those are the kind of things I was looking for. And so when I saw the ad of my coach at the time, curiosity started that is it possible to find something like this online? And I can tell you, I've done quite a few just searching through to see what's out there. So I decided, okay, I've got nothing to lose, at least a lot to gain. If it's real, I can go for it. So that's one of the questions I had in mind. How do I find a business that's real, that's legitimate, that's authentic, that will stand the test of time? I can build, and who knows, I can hand over to my children. Those are the kind of thinking, because a business that has a longevity like that, it stands the test of time. And so
yes.
I felt online, okay, that would be a big minefield as well. If
Yeah.
I find a business, how do I know that I'll have the right network of people to support me? Because I've seen people who started the business, and like I said, the makeup one I did, there's no follow up. We did it, they gave us the notes, and that was it. If I go
Yeah.
back to her tomorrow, she's moved on.
Mhm.
I don't, where do I start from? So I knew I needed something where if I reach out to people, they can help me. But I know that if I have the right resources, I'll be able to sit down and learn. And then if I need have issues, I can reach out. So that was, how do I find something like that? Then I had supportive community as well. Then the training, how do I find the right training for me? Because I don't want stress. I don't want this. The 9 to 5 is stressful on its own, as you know, my sister.
Yeah.
Even if you're working from, we do more. I will do more of hybrid now. But even with that, you end up doing more on days when you are working from home because you are right in front of the computer. You think, okay, I'll do school runs now. But you come back and you work, 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 work. So it's stressful on its own. But
Yeah.
I was thinking, how do I find a business that I won't spend too much of my time? Even if I'm spending a lot of my time, it's at my own pace. And I choose to do that, not because I'm conditioned. I know I have to hit a target after 2 weeks, after 1 month, I'll have to sell this quota and all of that. So those are the kind of questions I had in mind. And to be honest with you, all of these have been answered. And that's why I'm still here running
Yeah.
my business at my own pace. Because the support system we have within the community is fantastic. Apart from when you join, you get a coach, a mentor from day one who is supporting you. And how far you go is dependent on you. You are the determinant factor here.
Yeah.
If you're ready to run really fast, you have people that will support you. And if you're one of those that really take your time, slow with things, no problem at all. The support is there. And also, apart from that, we do have every week, the weekly webinar, the mastermind, which we have. This is where business owners come together. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. We come together, and people that are doing well within the business, they share their tips, their tricks with us. The latest things going on social media that you have to be aware of. We get all of that. So that is the social media world is an ever evolving space. So you have
Yeah.
to keep up with it. And so we get all the support as well. So that's more reason why I feel this is a perfect fit for me. And yeah, it's just answered all of my questions that I had at that time. So yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that. So before I continue, if you join
Mm.
us, please let us know where you're watching us from. We will be
Yeah.
pleased to know where you're watching us from. We lovely want to welcome you. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch our transmission or our live chats. Yeah. You've said a lot of things in what you've mentioned a lot of things, and hopefully that will be reassuring to people, that are listening afterwards or even now. So I think one thing that I also want to add is that the business is legal. Like
Yeah.
that was for me the biggest thing. Like I just wanted to be sure that I wasn't doing something illegal. And
That's right.
in this business, you pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a legal business, is recognized by the government, and the business is all over the world. Like we have business partners from Japan, from Singapore, from Australia, from Canada, from Philippines, anywhere you can think of.
That's
Such an
right.
amazing community. But I think I just wanted to highlight that this is a legal business and you pay your tax. So for those of you that are concerned or worried that, oh, is this legal, or I hope this reassures you it's a legal business and you have to file your taxes. In fact, you can't be part of the business if you are not legal. If you don't
Exactly.
reside legally in the country, then
Yeah.
you can never be part of this business.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of due diligence done to make sure that
Yeah.
you're legal and you pay your taxes. So just out there to reassure you. Okay, so sis, did
Yeah.
you want to ask me something?
Of course, you should know that. I think the other thing I want to add on that point about them being legal, the other thing is we work, we won't want to put our families at risk and all of that. So if this business is not legal, you won't find me coming here, putting my face out there, despite the fact that it's been a challenge to get to this stage. But I know the same applies to you, Lillian, as well. You won't do anything to jeopardize your
Yeah.
family's interest. So yes, so our viewers, just let's clear that it's a legitimate business. You had just put your mind at rest. If you're willing to join us, no problem at all. We'll put you through. So yes. So Lillian, on the back of that, I'm just going to ask you my own question as well, which is,
Yes.
what 3 things do you really like about this business? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because I know there are a lot. That's why I said
There are a lot. But I'm going to just talk about three things. So the
Mhm.
first thing is number one, the flexibility the business offers.
Mm.
As I introduced myself earlier, I work full time. I have two kids. I'm married. Of course, I want to progress my career, so that takes a lot
Mm.
of time. So I want something. I had wanted something that was flexible, and this business is as flexible as you can define the word flexible. You can do it
Yes.
at any time. I I'm traveling to work on the train. I'm on my phone. I'm doing my business. I'm
Yeah.
at lunch. I'm on lunch break. I'm doing my business. I'm traveling back home. I'm doing my business. And I've already put in 3 hours in the business as well. I'm sitting down watching TV with my children. I can spend 10, 5, 20 minutes just doing something business related.
Yeah.
And that is
Hmm.
how flexible the business is. It is very flexible. The second benefit for me is the self development. Oh my goodness,
Mm.
I
Mm.
cannot even begin to explain the amount of learning I have undergone in the last couple of months.
Mm.
It's just been amazing. You see, I'm talking to you now live. This is how it has now made me talking to, like, in my day job. It's easier for me because I'm doing it now so regularly. So that is
Exactly.
also building my confidence. The
Mm.
knowledge I'm acquiring has been amazing. Before, I wouldn't be on Facebook, I wouldn't be on social media. You wouldn't even see me doing anything social media related. I just have a page and I just post it once in a year or maybe once in 2 months,
Yeah.
because I wasn't as creative. But
Mm.
now, the training that we've unlocked, which is the third thing now that I'm talking
Mm.
about, the training that you get
Mm.
once you decide to join the business is phenomenal. Anybody, when I say anybody can walk through this training and become a pro at the end of it. So number one, the flexibility, number two, the self-development, and number three, the training. It's been fantastic. Let's even forget about the income side. The personal
Yes.
development, everything has been amazing. So those are the three benefits for me, main benefits for me. Of course, there's others like the community support, and all of that. There's many more benefits to it. But I will just stop at three.
Yeah, I think that's why I said three, because there's
Yes.
so many, but that's why we are able to run our business effectively with the way we are. And I'm sure if you visit Lillian's page, you visit my page, there are different things going on our pages, but
Yeah,
it's the same training. But how you now market yourself, it's left to you. That's the beauty of this
yes,
business. So yes,
absolutely.
that's where we are with it. I think
Oh,
to wrap up
fantastic.
on this, yeah, I was just thinking, you're a Christian, I'm a Christian by religion.
Yes.
And you're
Yeah.
thinking, how do you put your religion, you do you compact, how do they say now? I've lost my trail.
Compartmentalize.
So yes, so religion and your business, or it reflects in your business anyway. How do you
Oh,
do it?
it reflects in my business. Oh my goodness, there's no way I can take away my religion from my business. In fact,
Mm,
this business
mm,
for me is an answer to a prayer. I actually did
mm,
pray to God last
mm,
year. Like, I was like, God, I really want to do something else. I don't know what to do. I was even exploring property. Everybody knows that with
mm.
property you can get a good income.
Yes.
I explored that, but the capital was quite intensive, and I didn't have that
Mm,
kind of money to begin to go into property. So I was
mm,
exasperated because I'm like, God, I want to make a difference. I want something to change. I need something
mm,
to change. So
mm,
the business was an answered prayer for me as far as I'm concerned. And within this community, oh my goodness, you see people like my coach, he
mm.
sponsors missionaries. He sponsors people to go and spread the word of Jesus. So my
Mm,
religion
mm.
is not taken away from this business at all. And there are different religions there. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Whatever you practice is fine, but you can bring it in. I'm part of a group where before we have a meeting, we have to we say a prayer. Of course, the
Mm,
lady has asked permission from everyone because we do not want to
yes.
infringe on people's privacy or and beliefs. Oh, are you
Yes.
okay for us to say a prayer? And we say that
Mm,
prayer for those that are interested in joining. So
mm.
no, it's not separate at all. It's not separate at all. In fact,
Thank
God
you
has
for
been
that.
guiding me through this journey. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah,
I think I said to you briefly before we started that I started my business in January about 2 years ago. And when I
yeah,
started that, it was more or less, I knew that that was God telling me to step out of my comfort zone and take
Yeah.
this opportunity. And that's the beauty of it. Opportunities come in different forms. God will not come down from heaven or
Heaven.
wherever,
Yeah.
yeah, to come and put things on your lap. He will put opportunities in your way. It's now left to you to decide to check them out and see whether it's the right fit for you. I do say this is like, it's more or less a cliche now, that if you don't try things out, you won't know whether it will work for you. You can't
Yes.
rubbish what you don't know. So at least if you
Yes.
try it out, you do your due diligence and you feel, no, this is still not for me, that's perfectly fine. And
Yeah.
I think that's where our call to action comes in here, that,
Yes.
there's no reason why you can't start anything different this year. We're starting new. I think that's why it was so instructive that we just jump on today and speak to our viewers wherever, or who those that'll be watching the replay at some point, that don't just sit on it. This is a new year. I know we all have our goals, we have our aspirations, what we plan, our dreams, big dreams as well. But all of this won't come into fruition if you just sit down and think it will happen. No, you
Mhm.
have to do something different. You have to step out of your comfort zone. And if this is, who knows, maybe this is an answer to your prayer as well, that you've prayed, you've set
Yeah.
it to God, that God, give me something to start with. This is a
Mhm.
new, try it out, check. And all we are saying is check it out. We have a 90 minutes webinar where we explain everything about the business to you, a beginner's guide. And then you get to hear people that have been doing the business as well. They share their experiences as well, and let you know how it is. Then if you decide to take action, then to take the next step, then we welcome you to our community. 30 days, just have a trial. That's all part of your due diligence. And if you're still not satisfied, you get your money back. That's
Yeah.
it. So,
Simple.
yeah. So over to you, Leah. How do you, our
Yeah.
viewers that are still sitting on the fence or thinking, oh, what do I do? Yeah. What do you have to say to them?
All I have to say is don't let fear hold you back.
Mm,
Let fear be your propelling force. Use
yes.
that fear, convert it, and let it be your propelling force. You have nothing to lose by checking
Thank
it
you.
out.
Mm,
And
mm,
as my sister has said, all you need to do is come in. If you watch the business strategies and you decide, oh, I don't think this is what I want to do, or this is not for me, it's fine.
mm.
You get your money back,
That's
no
right.
change, no cent loss.
No?
But at least you will be making your decision from a place
Yes.
of knowledge.
Mm,
You'll be
mm.
making your decision from a place of knowledge as opposed
Yes.
to making it from outside of
That's right.
knowledge.
Mm,
And that's it. So if you think that you're interested, any one of us, again, you see, there's no competition. And it doesn't
no.
matter to me if you go to
Nope.
Sisi Tolu or you come to me. Nope, it doesn't bother me. Me, I just want to
Nope.
tell everybody about this opportunity
Yes.
because it's
Exactly.
amazing. It's an amazing opportunity. So any one of us that you feel like you want to work with, just go
Mhm.
into our website, which is displayed on screen, put in your details, and we would give you access. You will get access to a free webinar, and then we can take it from there. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. 2024 has got to be different, but for you to be different, you've got to do something different.
That's right.
And that's where I'm gonna
That's
wrap it
right.
up.
Mm. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've spoken for some time. I think
We're not doing more than 30 minutes,
we're not doing more
definitely.
than 30 minutes. Yeah. So
No.
thank you so much for everyone that has joined us today. And for those that have been coming in and coming out, we see you.
Mm.
Thank you very much. Maybe you don't have time right now. You can watch the replay later.
Yes.
And we look forward to coming back again to speak to you live. But till
Yes.
then, I hope you enjoy the rest of the day with your families. And a happy new year
Yes.
once again.
Happy New Year, everyone. Take care and God bless. Bye for
God
now.
bless. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.